Good morning. Day 6 of our Direttissima attempt. It is Sunday, April 30th. Probably had my best night's sleep last night. I think just a combination of getting used to sleeping outside every night and also being at a little lower elevation. It was a little warmer here last night. I just checked the extended weather forecast. I have a little bit of cell service here. It doesn't look like I'm going to be seeing any sun until maybe next weekend. Yeah. So there's rain coming tonight, heavy rain. So the plan is to pack up, and it's about 2 miles to the Liberty Springs tent site. Hopefully I can make one of the tent pads work. I'll make something work. Get the tent set up and then tag Liberty and Flume and then get back to the tent before the real heavy rain comes at some point PM tonight. So I should have plenty of time to stay out of that, hopefully. Then the forecast for tomorrow, initially when I first had looked at it a couple days ago, it looked like it was going to be much more rain than it is now. So I think as long as things look good in the morning, I'll strike out for Franconia Ridge. It'll be like light wind, like 20-mile-an-hour winds, maybe a little rain coming down at parts, but not terrible. And then it looks like there's going to be kind of a cold snap where it's going to go back to below freezing at the higher summits. So that's good and bad. It's good because maybe it's like the sections of Garfield Ridge and Twinway that were a real mess last year might be a little more solid. So I'll definitely be camping on snow for the foreseeable future, it looks like. But, you know, until we go up there and see what it looks like, maybe there'll be patches of dirt on the ridge line. Who knows? We'll have to see. So that's the plan. Gonna get things packed up and get moving soon. Making our way up to Mount Liberty. Pretty much winter conditions, so probably not gonna have a lot of video on the summit. Day 6 update. We're at the low point between Flume and Liberty, about to start marching up Flume, and we've had a little respite from the wind, which is nice. And the trail's been a nice solid monorail for the most part. So we'll check in a bit. Day 6 update. Made it to the summit of Mount Flume. We're a little shielded from the wind here, which is nice. It's pretty much full-on winter conditions and not a whole lot to see at the summit. So we're gonna start making our way down, hopefully beat the rain and get warm and cozy in the tent. Definitely got soaked from all the snow and ice and frozen water on the trees, just brushing through them. Pants and rain gear and the pack are totally soaked right now, so I want to get them dried out a bit. Check in later. Okay, we made it back down to Liberty Springs tent site, and we're going to be spending the night here. when I first came here this morning, it looked like there was an abandoned tent, at the second platform. It's just the tent and the poles. Someone just couldn't be bothered to bring them back down. So if I was doing a day hike, I would pack it out. But there's no way I'm packing this thing out with where I'm headed. So yeah, it's a shame. People, you'll see that a lot up here. Sleeping bags, tents. People just leave their trash up here. So anyway, here we go. We're heading to our tent site a little bit away from the trail, which is nice. The snow is still really deep. Luckily, it's cold enough where it's not really post-holing, but when it warms up, that's definitely going to be an issue. So this next available platform, there was still just did a post hole. There's still snow on that, so that's really no good. There's the privy. And just walk a little bit further here. And I had set things up before I left, so here's where I'm going to be staying. And instead of going to the spring, we've got nice running water right here from the snow melt, so we'll take advantage of that. So I'm going to get things situated in the tent here and warm up and dry off, and we'll check in later. What's up? Still early afternoon, day 6, April 30th, 2023. Making some hot coffee, looking at all the supplies and figuring out with a couple of delays I've had just because of the weather and the conditions of the trail to make sure I have enough food for each day. The only thing I'm slightly concerned about right now is I only brought 2 butane canisters. Last year I brought 3 and only needed 2, so I only have 2 this time. But it's day 6 and my first one is getting pretty low, and I realistically probably have 6 more days, so I need to figure that out. But first things first, my coffee's ready. Day 6 update. Day 6, well, we finally have 6 peaks done. Moosilauke, South Kinsman, North Kinsman, Cannon, Liberty, and Flume. Started on Tuesday, today's Sunday, and we had 1 day of sun so far. So a lot of rain or just overcast, and there's another cold snap coming in. So it's not much of a morale booster not having any sun for days on end. You can hear the winds whipping up a bit. Yeah, honestly, losing a little motivation. I know my wife Sarah will be back in town tomorrow, and definitely having some thoughts of just bailing on this. I don't know, we'll see how I feel in the morning. But you know, it's great to be out here. It's a lot of fun, but when it's just constant rain and cold and just really bad trail conditions, I don't know. We'll see. You know, but then I keep telling myself probably the hardest part is done. Kinsman Ridge Trail, from 112 to Cannon Mountain, it's just a mess, and that's done. That's behind us. So if I just persevere through these next cold nights, 3 or 4 cold nights, get down to lower elevation, it'll be good. But just kind of have to work that out. So yeah, that's where I'm at right now. It's like 3 in the afternoon, hunker down in the tent here, and we'll maybe check in later, or we'll see you in the morning.